So in this video today, what I want to show you is how you can increase the average order value of your low ticket products as we move from turning a lead to a customer and then a customer to a client. Especially if you ever decide to run like self-liquidating ads, or you start, acquiring customers through paid acquisition. It also works really, really well organically, but the principle of catalog orders, the thing I'm going to show you today, is basically me coming to the realization that all of these gurus or people that, talk about paid ads, and I've got nothing against them whatsoever. It was just like my own personal realization, and maybe you already know this, but it's cool for me to share, where I'm at in the journey and what I'm figuring out in case it can help you. Was a lot of these people used to say, Jacob, you need to get your cost per acquisition really low. So when I first started dabbling into ads and stuff, it was like, oh my God, I'm paying like 0.9 cents on the dollar for an ad. And I was really proud of that. I'm still like messing around with them, but I realized that the game is played by economics. So what does that mean? I want to spend more with Zaki and Meta and when I do ads instead of spend less. Because when I spend less, I'm constantly outperformed by other people. So if I'm able to give them more money, then they're going to place me higher and I'm going to get more customers and therefore more clients. So to do that, I want a mechanism that helps me break even, right? So by doing that, if let's say I have a little product that's worth $9 and one person buys it every day, and I'm spending $5 in ads per day, then I'm profiting $4 every time. But in order for me to get that sale, I need to think of economies of scale. Otherwise, 5, 6, 10 days pass by. I've spent, $35, $40, $50, and I'm not getting a sale because they are choosing to show other people's ads that are spending more with them. Therefore, nobody's buying mine, right? So I am outcompeted by people who spend more. And when I realized that, I was like, okay, you can use that organically. You can use that if you run paid ads, because somebody who comes organically may have the possibility to spend more. And what I found is in my little funnel that I'm going to show you, 9% will buy the entire catalog, which is amazing because then you get to have like an $137 transaction instead of a $9 transaction. And if 20% choose to pick 2 of the items, then you've made $38 instead of $9. So you're increasing the average order value. Therefore, what I would do if I'm running ads is I would then take all of that and reinvest it in ads. So instead of spending $5 today, I've spent 137. Right? And now my ad is being placed in front of more people, but that's like free money. So Zaki's paying for my lunch. So what I want to show you here today is this little catalog, right? We've got a burger. Let's see if I can type on this. Right? You go to McDonald's, you go to Burger King, you go wherever, yucky places like that. They give you a burger and that could be, $9. And I'm just going to make these numbers up so they make sense after. But what do they do at the till? They're like, would you like some fries with that, right? So if this is your low ticket offer, this is your order bump. I'm going to bump your order. Would you like some fries with that? Those are going to be $29. That's a, big set of expensive fries right here, but I promise it will make sense. And then they go, would you like a drink, right? And your drink could be $99. Really expensive drink over here, right? In this case, from the funnel that I have created, but you started off at $9. You ended up paying another $29. That's like $38, is it? And then $137 in total by the time you checked out. So you can have what we call a meal, right? So now that you've got yourself a meal for $137, the restaurant just increased their average order value, right? So this is what I call a catalog order or a catalog offer, if you like. It's not rocket science. I didn't reinvent it. But if you understand that in principle, this little thing is going to make sense over here. So in my world, my catalog looks something like this. So let me just change the color here so we can get a little fancy. What I used to do is sell a Google Doc offer for $100, then 47. Then I realized I want to acquire more customers, right? Because it's so much better talking to people who have interacted with you previously versus trying to convince a lead to become a client. So a Google Doc offer in my world essentially is just one part of my entire system, the Modern Maker operating system, and I can drop a video down below if you want to see more of that. But that's not the point of today. But essentially my low ticket offer, my Google Doc offer is one pillar of my entire system. So there's a linear link between this low ticket product and the final sort of engine that people install. So for $9, I would give it all away. I show people how to create a Google Doc offer so they can sell high ticket 1 to 5K in full with just text, no sales calls, none of that. So then I said, where are my fries, right? If this is the burger, where are my fries? So this is a solution to a problem. What we're going to do is we're going to go solution, problem. Then we're going to create another solution. And we're going to invent another problem, because our job as marketers is to keep solving problems, right? And it's super simple. So what I did is I said, I want to create another low ticket product, which in this case, it is called a bump, an order bump. So what I am doing here is you can grab these templates for $29. And these templates are my fries, right? So 9 plus 29 is 38. Otherwise, my math is embarrassingly wrong, but you get what I mean. And these templates in my world are 30 templates that help you sell your Google Doc offer to your email list, right? So maybe if I write the word email here, and they're the same templates that I used to get clients myself. So I've now given a solution, right? But created another problem. Can you guess what the problem is? In this case, what if I don't have an email list, right? So there's the problem we're creating, and we want to create another solution for that to solve it. So I'm saying in my case, this is where the drink is before the full course meal in our little example here. So we're about to order the drink, right? This is called an upsell. In simple terms, so we have the low ticket offer, we have the bump, and now we have the upsell. So I've created a training that helps you write content that dog whistles. So only your ideal clients can hear this type of content. We don't want any broad content. And I've also shown you how to package that high ticket offer so you can then create your first 3K once. Then you can do that monthly or weekly and daily or whatever it is you want to do. So it's like a double whammy here in the upsell. And I'm going, that's for $99. Usually if you bought 2 of these trainings for $99, they would be just under $200. But for now, you get to buy them for $99 for both of them. So what people are doing here is they are buying their drink, right? Their upsell to create almost like a meal, right? So at this point, they're checking out with an entire meal from our catalog. And they've got the doc, they've got the templates, and they have the training that helps them now get content to fill their email list so they can send the emails to get replies, right? To send that offer. So that's what I mean by the little equation we had here, which is solution, problem, solution, problem. All right, so that's a catalog. So when you think of it like your low ticket offer solves a problem, then your order bump is like templates or some sort of like supplement to it, like the fries. That's your bump. And then your upsell again relates to your low ticket offer. It is another lower ticket offer as an upsell. And then what I do here is I have a downsell for $9 momentarily that makes The checkout 146 today, but I have a caveat with this one. Because our low ticket was 9, and then I went 29, and then I went 99, I then test 9 again, 9 today, right? So a lot of people might check out with 9 and 9, and I have 18, but that's okay, $18. But this trial gives people access to my community just for $9 and then $50 a week thereafter. So a lot of people might opt in, and then I've made $2,000 from that if they decide to stay for the entire year, right? So hopefully that makes sense. So this is a catalog order over here. What we want to do is just show it to you in principle. So I've tested this little thing now, the whole catalog, and over the last 30 days or so, I would say, it's averaging 9% conversion. I've made 4.1K. It's the 1st of September at the time of recording now, but it was like the whole of August. Doing that, you can see sort of different transactions from today and 1st of September. Like here, can you guess what this person bought, right? They bought the low ticket offer plus the order bump, right? So I check out with 38, just as the little doodle, right? They bought the burger and the fries. This person over here just bought the burger. There's another one who bought the burger and the fries. This person over here bought the burger, the fries, and the soft drink, right? 137. And then this person bought all of it and then was being billed $50 a week after that. So hopefully that sort of puts it in context for you. So what we learned today is how to create a catalog order so we can increase the average order value of a customer and turn them into a repeat customer. That's what I do in my little micro snack cartel, right, that I've shared in other videos. I give people snacks and then I give them bigger snacks, but actually seeing that in practice was really fun for me because, going from, let's say, making 1K or so a month to 4K, that's like almost a 4X with less customers because more people are buying bigger things. And then the likelihood of them transcending or ascending from customer to client is greater. But also when you decide to run ads, if I have one person per day buy the entire thing and I'm just spending $5, then I can reinvest that and follow the rule of the economies of scale that we shared at the beginning of this video, where instead of spending less, I want to actually spend more. So if you have any questions, you can shoot them down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Please hit subscribe or hit like if you like what you see. It really helps sort of grow the channel.